Welcome to Port Barry Coaches Show. We're here with Coach Angelle. Coming off of the Jamboree week, you had a lot of positives with the Jamborees, and you had a little things that you could possibly work on. What did you take away from the Jamboree, and which you plans on moving forward to Friday night against Livonia?
Like you said, there's a lot of positives. One of the biggest things is dealing with all this heat. I thought we handled it well. I think we're in great shape. We didn't have anybody falling out with cramps. Everybody. I mean, we came away again fairly clean with no injuries. I thought offensively. The numbers speak for themselves. When we had 10, we only got to run 10 plays on offense, and we had 250 yards of offense. Scored 3 times. Never had to punt. Never even got to. We only got to 1 third down. Defensively, it was kind of a bend don't break kind of game. A lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. We missed a lot of tackles that normally it's guys that normally don't miss tackles. I don't know if they were just overcompensating or overthinking, but we couldn't get off the field defensively. Gave up way too many third down conversions. Gave away 2 fourth down conversions. So that's definitely the focus this week is getting the defense off the field, getting the offense back.
Yeah, going back to your offense, you had a good running game when you needed it. Looked like the line of scrimmage, the offensive line was doing a real good job, providing blocks. I noticed a bunch of times and just going over looking at pictures I took, it's like, wow, this dude's driving. It's like, so that was a big impact. What do you think about as far as the line from last year to this year, how much they've improved? And
I think you're right. I think we control the line of scrimmage, especially on the offensive side. That's what I expect out of them. It's a veteran crew. We have literally one guy who didn't get significant playing time last year. I thought we were bigger, I thought we were stronger, and I thought it showed up on film. Like I said, there's not much negative to say about our offensive performance. I thought the offensive line handled it well. I thought Tyler's, commanded the offense well. Like I said, we had 0 negative plays. Like I said, a lot to build on.
Yeah, Tyler's, a lot of his runs look different from last year. He was very confident in his run, and when he took off to run, he was confident that he was going to get the yards, and he ended up, he picked up good bit of yards. Going into Livonia, what do you think the key, to be able to come out with a win for that game? What do you think you need to control in that game to?
Well, I think we need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides. One thing, Livonia on film, they got some big bodies. They're a young team. Their coach raves about how, he mentioned it the other day, how this is kind of a building year for them. I think we're catching them at a good time. But they are definitely going to be a formidable front on both sides. They got some big guys. They got some guys that can make plays in the skill positions. It's going to come down to, like I said, controlling the line of scrimmage and limiting the turnovers.
Anything coming up Friday night? I know the cheerleaders are doing a safari night, so they tell you to dress in your tiger costumes or whatever. You got anything planned Friday night? Just basically, hopefully get a lot of people out there, huh?
I'm hoping to sit here and talk to you after a win.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice. No, like I said, we're just trying to get through this week first, and like I said, hopefully we're celebrating at the end of Friday. We've been talking it up as much as we can. We're hoping for a packed house. I thought we had a good crowd for a jamboree.
Yeah, the crowd was good.
But I still saw some pieces of the bleachers with some empty spaces. So, like I said, we want to see that packed house. Like, these kids have worked so hard. They deserve, the community support. I really, like I said, I think the product they're going to put out there is going to be something to watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're here with Adam Barron. What are you, a junior this year?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've been playing all 3 years, getting a lot of playing time. As far as last year going into this year, what have you prepared for your junior year? What you think your strength and weakness is going to be going into this season? And, what is your expectations for the season?
Well, really, my expectations for this season is go to the playoffs, but I feel like I'm more prepared this season more than any other season I ever played because of Coach Angelle. And my strength on the field, I feel like is my deep coverage, my route running, all that.
And you did get in a little bit in offense. Had a little sweep around. You like running the ball?
Yes, sir, I do. I like the ball in my hands.
Now, as far as the scrimmage it wasn't a scrimmage, it was a jamboree. Overall, looked pretty good. You had a couple, a lot of things that you can work on. The defense had a lot of missed tackles. And going into the next game, how are you preparing yourself for that? And, to make sure that y'all tighten up a little bit and make sure none of those little errors y'all made in the jamboree carry over.
Just the little drills we do, it gets us prepared for more open tackling, open field tackling and all that. And deep coverages, cover 4, all that. With Cade over the top and stuff like that.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Hope to see you again in the season.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're here with Bailey Rideaux, a sophomore on the team, tight end. First person to receive the Player of the Week last week for your jamboree. You had a really good game. Not just, everybody knows about the touchdown. We all seen the touchdown, but you got a lot of key blocks to, when they had running the ball. And, how was it? That's pretty much probably your first game you started, because I know last year you were injured a little bit, so you didn't get to play much. How was your mindset going into the game? And, how do you think your overall performance was during the game?
I was ready. First start in high school, I was just ready to play, to be honest. Tight end, I was confident. I knew I was going to get some passes thrown to me. I was just ready.
Now, when you caught that ball, you had a man right on you. You just ran over him. What went through your mind when you just saw open daylight?
Right.
Just run. I didn't think you were that fast. You took off. And I know did you hear your mama?
No.
You saw your mama, but did you hear her?
Uh-uh.
She was the loudest person in the stands.
I know she's always exaggerating everything.
No. You got a good supporter, though. Now, going into next week, this is Jamboree. You finished with that. We're going into the first game of the season, real test. How did you prepare going into the new, as far as practicing and everything like that, and what you're looking forward to on Friday night?
I'm ready. Coach Angelle been practicing us good. Ready to play defense, offense. I'm just ready for anything. If they ever need me anywhere else, I'm ready.
Now, unfortunately, we had some tragic incident happen over the week. We lost Cy Saunier. I know you were able to play baseball with Cy. You want to tell us a little bit about Cy and what he meant to you? And
Yeah, he was a good team member. He always kept great vibes going, picked everybody up, and he just knew how to play the game. I love Cy.
Definitely gonna miss him. He was a good kid. But appreciate you coming in and talking to us. Hope to see you again in the season. Maybe you can get you another Player of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you. Unfortunately, we had some events happen earlier in the week. We lost Cy Saunier, who was a baseball senior last year, played on a baseball team. And we had Dylan Pete was in a car accident. From what I understand, he's stable, and but he's going to have a long road ahead of him. Yeah. I know you coached. You coached Dylan, and I know you know Cy from. Got anything to say about those two guys?
It's been a very the mood around campus has been very somber this week. Cy, anybody that knew Cy, like I said, I never got to coach him, but I knew him pretty well. I've been on this campus. He was here for 5 years while I was here. I saw him as an 8th grader when he was about 4 feet tall, and he's just one of those kids that always had a smile on his face. I never. Everybody says how he was the life of the party. He was, he was always just that guy you want to be around. It's terrible anytime you have to talk about something like this. That these kids are going through a lot. That it's a lot of emotion, and then for the way it happened with Dylan the very next day, it was it's kind of a what else can go wrong.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
You know, but I spoke with some of Dylan's family today. He is doing better. You know, he's got a long road to recover, but at least he has the opportunity to recover.
Right. Yeah. Definitely our prayers are with both families.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Well, we hope to see everybody Friday night at the game, and then catch us next week. Hopefully, we're gonna be talking about a win. Maybe you can be sitting next to me after getting a Powerade bath. Get your first win of the season.
We'll see.
Well, first win of your career.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week.
Thanks.